Washington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the jump. 18 Cardinal.
Smith going to look to throw right away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Smith.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Rig.
Now it's Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19.
From the gun, here's Smith. This complete to Lockett.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Drop 50.
On first down, it's Smith.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No receivers open, so Roo's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers.
Now Geno. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18,
Throwing again is Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 15.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tua now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
64 yards.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trucks over him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And Walker once more.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7.
In motion comes the tight end left.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Walker.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Let's go now.
On play action, here's Tua.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Tua.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on. Hey.
Smith on 3rd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Block it in motion right. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Throwing now is Geno. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, Smith. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
79 Broncos.
To try again after the sack. Smith, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Now Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt, hurt.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. 2 and now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so they're probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Right, 97.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 35 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Dolphins 21, Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Smith. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the give, it's Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Lock it in motion right. Now a run with Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Mostert. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, it's Smith.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got to have the first one for the second one to even matter.
On second down, it's Walker.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Slot man moves right.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Buffalo 18.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. Cut. Ranger. Ready.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Smith throwing again.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
19 more yards. And that's good for another.
On 1st down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
3, 6, 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Ready up.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready.
Now Tua.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready?
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Smith. Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check right. Opposite. Three.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Looking to pass. Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards.
And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second and long.
Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6-0 our score after 1.
Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Walker. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Cut 19. 79 Broncos.
Now Geno on 1st down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Wilson snags it left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Let's go. Watch out now. 52.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 2 on the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
Check pitch. Ready.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On 2nd and 7, Tua getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And a good rally to the football there as it looks as if they're going to stop him a couple yards shy of the marker. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tua now on 1st down. On the move to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami
touchdown. Jalen Waddle. Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here in England. On the return from his end zone, Gabriel Ibubuke. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the air now with Smith. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick,
has to do the same thing.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9. Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Let's go now.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Smith. First down, well done. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Room here to... And now the rookie's free. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they match protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's incomplete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Smith now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Second and 6.
In motion comes the tight end left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Myers' kick is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 66 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Geno now to throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown! Jeff Wilson from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2 and now on 1st down. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here.
Godwin Igwebuike on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st down, it's Smith. And this one too low.
fifth pass, intended for Tyler Lockett, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. He hits his target. Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Panther 11.
Smith. A solid stiff arm.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Ready?
Back to throw, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Okay.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down at the 48-yard line.
Twice.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And cycle.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Black open. 6, 7, 10.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa flushed out right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Geno on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Ready, break.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Smith. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end. And